If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Wednesday, September 11th, 2013. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings. Joining me today in the Finis Monitor will be Eric Hansen. He's just starting his third season as the head swimming coach at the University of Arizona, and he joins us now via Skype 100 miles southeast of us in Tucson. I can't believe this is your third season at Arizona.
Yeah, the time does fly, but it's been good, and we're off to a solid start.
When you started in 2011, did you believe that the team would have the kind of success that it has had so far?
You know, we didn't really worry about that as much as just the process. So I'm really happy with what we've done, but you know, we're looking forward to the future and working on that as well.
Arizona's had a lot of highlights in the past 12 months since the Olympics. What has been the highlight for you this past season?
And there were a lot of them. I think, you know, we did some great things on both sides. On the men's side, I think anytime you set an American record, that's special. I think what Cordis has done has been really solid. But then on the women's side too, to set the American record in the 400 free relay was a little unexpected, but I'm really proud of those women.
And then you were, after that, at NCAA's, you were named to the World Championship squad, got to be an assistant coach there. What was the experience like for you in Barcelona?
Barcelona was fantastic. I think as a country we swam really well. It's always fun to pick new brains. And as a group, I think they came together real well, and it was fun to be a part of it.
What was the group of swimmers that you were primarily in charge of?
I worked with 7 athletes. I worked with my 4, and then I worked with the breaststrokers primarily.
Okay, so a pretty familiar group of people that you're able to work with.
Correct.
And we got to obviously talk about the medley relay DQ at the end of the meet. I guess it was kind of unfortunate that the 2 swimmers involved were from your team, Matt Grievers as the backstroker, Kevin Cordis as the breaststroker. Did you know right away that something had happened, or was it kind of like when the DQ showed up on the scoreboard that you knew that there was a DQ? No,
I wasn't in position to really see it. We were sitting back behind where the exchange was. I knew it was close, but I saw it on the scoreboard.
And what was it like, the aftermath, having to deal with talking with Kevin and I'm sure Matt about trying to move on from that?
It was hard. It's hard to see somebody go through that. It's, you know, it's part of athletics though, and we talked it through. I was really proud of how the rest of the relay handled it, and I thought Bob Bowman handled it really well too. And you know, he told Kevin things like that happen, and when you leave the pool, leave it at the pool, and I like that.
As an athlete yourself from your days at Iowa State and swimming at Hillenbrand, were you ever part of a relay DQ? Did it bring you back to anything you had done personally?
No, not really. I kind of forgot about all that stuff. So, but you know, that's never easy, and it's hard to see athletes you care so much about go through that, but it's part of it.
And just to stay with Kevin just a little bit, you know, a lot of people may say he didn't perform up to the expectations that he had set for himself at the U.S. Nationals when he chased the world record, the 200 breasts, got under a minute for the first time in the 100. Was there any particular reason why he wasn't able to go faster in Barcelona?
I'll own a lot of that. You know, I think I wanted it to transfer so much that we trained a ton of long course, and I think he'll tell you he lost his stroke a little bit, and that's an adjustment we're going to make next season. And also, he lost a lot of weight at World Championships, and I kind of caught it too late. And I mean, he lost like 8-10 pounds going into that meet, and I think that's tough when you're built like him.
It must be tough as a coach to be able to have to, as you said, own up to that. I mean, you like to take credit for a lot of your swimmers' successes, but at the end of a season to have to, as you said, own up to a lot of their failures must be, I guess, the tough part of the job.
No, it's part of it, Athletics teaches you a lot, and you learn from when you don't hit what you want to hit, and of course that's my job.
Looking ahead to this season, I would imagine the men's and women's teams are very excited about this upcoming season. Is there anything that the coaching staff is doing differently this time around, or is it business as usual?
Changes came right after trials, and we had a group that committed to NCAAs right after that, and we had a training camp, and we went full workload, and all the way through the beginning of August, and we had a couple people go to U.S. Open, but they only got like a couple days rest. But our commitment started right then, and we just picked up where we left off. So we're excited and looking forward to it.
Yeah, you got a really good team. I mean, obviously the returning swimmers, but obviously the freshmen are really a highlight. And I want to kind of also mention, I'm sure you've just been chomping at the bit to have Brad Tandy on the deck. What's it been like having him move from the junior college level up to Division I?
Well, I think the best part, he's a great guy, and he's a team guy, and he's got a great work ethic. So anytime you put anybody like that into a team, it's great. But it'd be nice to see him on an anchor leg, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Margo Geer had a great NCAAs, and I guess probably, when you win an NCAAs, there's a lot of people looking for her to do well, continuing in long course. What is going to be the key for her to be able to take her from being an excellent short course swimmer to being an excellent long course swimmer as well?
Strength. I mean, she's got all the tools, and it's something we're working on, and I think she's getting stronger every day, and that's something we've identified, and maybe a little more mass, but definitely strength, and she's got all the goods.
Well, that's kind of scary to think about, because I see her on deck and I think she's already a big girl. So I'm sure how to do it right, but it's just scary to think she could be stronger.
Yeah, we've got a great strength staff here, and they're always willing to make adjustments. So really like working with Rob and his team.
Well, as we said, you got a great thing going there at Arizona. Still can't believe it's been 3 years. I just remember like it was yesterday when you were named to the squad. But it's got to be fun to know that you're back on deck in Tucson.
It is, and we're off to a great start. It's a great time. The fall is a great time of year, and there's a lot of excitement here, and the kids are doing a great job, and got the staff settled, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, before we let you go, we're doing something new here on the Morning Swim Show that we're starting this week, and don't be afraid, but just kind of want to borrow a little bit from inside the actor studio and ask you a couple of 5 questions that we're going to be asking everybody who is a guest on the show. First question, if you could change the order of the strokes in the individual medley, how would you change it?
I'm a traditionalist. I like the way they are, quite honestly.
Okay, I like that too. What profession other than your own would you like to try?
Fly fishing guide.
Like that. And what profession other than your own would you least like to try?
Be the president.
Of the United States, or just president of anything?
No, of the U.S. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
If you could add or remove any rule from the swimming rule book, what would it be?
I think you should have to touch the wall and backstroke like we used to.
Okay. It's a little animosity when that rule change was came about. All right. And last question for you, Eric. Where's your favorite place to go on vacation?
La Paz, Mexico. Go spearfishing.
Okay. I understand. I don't think we've ever talked to you about this. I know that once a year you do running around the Grand Canyon rim. What time of year do you do that?
First Sunday in November every year.
Okay.
We go rim to rim to rim.
How far is that?
46, I think.
Oh, goodness. I think I'd rather do a 400 IM, Eric.
No, it's beautiful, and good friends, full day, and it's a lot of fun.
That's good. Well, I'm sure it kind of not only is a great physical feat, but probably good mental relaxation for you, a little day away from the pool.
Yeah, we're trying to get Jack Roach and Aaron Pearsall this year, so we'll see.
Well, I know Jack can handle it. He's a Marine. Anything is just a piece of cake for him.
Rumor has it Aaron's ready to go too, so we'll see what happens.
All right, well, good. We'll be looking out for that. Eric, thanks so much for joining us today. Good luck on this this third season. We'll be seeing you guys in the pool.
All right, hey, thanks.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for today's edition of the Morning Swim Show. Be sure to stay with swimmingworld.com for the latest news in aquatic sports and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.